from the barn looking towards the chickens out this wet, nasty weather. I've just pretty much just sat around the house today. Hadn't done a whole lot. Fed the chickens and stuff, and kind of walked around down around the driveway a little bit. That's about all I've really done. And then I got remembering I got a project going on out in the barn that this wet, nasty weather would be a good time to kind of look around on and kind of get ideas of what to do about certain issues I got to think about. So I think that's what I'm going to kind of do right now. I'm going to kind of show you what I got going on here. Now, a little backstory on this. As those of you who've been watching our channel know, we're in the process of tractor shopping, and I really need a good place just to store my tractor. And I had checked into maybe getting some carports and stuff and maybe putting out across from the barn to put the tractor in. And I actually kind of talking to this one company, and they had some decently priced carports. There was some that you put together. They sent to you, and you put them together. And they was going to set me up with a deal where if I bought one of their carports, and they hadn't discounted right now, they was going to pay me, I ain't going to say the numbers, X amount of dollars to show the video of it on my YouTube channel. And it was a pretty, it was in a very, let's just say, I was entertaining the offer on it, put it that way. I was thinking highly about it. It was a nice offer, I thought. A little bit of money, pretty much a little bit of money off on the building of that. I probably would have just gave that money to whoever I got to come down and help me put it together, because it's a two-man job put together. But, I got to thinking about it. We have a barn here that, we don't have any animals anymore except for chickens. So we don't really use this barn for goats or anything. We've had steers in here. We've had goats in here. We've had different stuff in here. My father-in-law, he's had animals down here, horses and mules and stuff. It's all been used for that. But right now, it's being used for nothing but just junk storage. And in fact, it was kind of nasty. I've cleaned a good chunk of it out. I still got a lot more to clean out. Almost embarrassed to show you, but I'll show you here in just a second of what I've done. And I think I can renovate this enough where I could actually park both my tractors in here. I say both because I got one coming in the future. And possibly even a few implements. A few little attachments to keep them out in the dry too. And I also got plans in here to do something that I've been complaining about for a long time. I need a studio where I could use to edit and stuff, and get into quiet when grandkids are around, when I'm trying to do videos and make videos and stuff. I need my own studio. I don't have an own studio. I think I got a place in here where I can turn into a studio. Now, I think this is going to be my big project for this year, is working on this barn. And I'm going to be doing little segments, I think, throughout the year, and I'll show you progress as we go along. Stuff I'm going to be doing as far as getting renovated for a tractor, that's not going to take that long. But when I go into building my studio, that'll take a little while, because there's little things I'm going to want to do, some things I'm going to need to buy, materials I'm going to need to buy. And, I don't want to just be a studio that's just thrown in a corner. I want it to actually look good so I can do YouTube lives and stuff like that from it. So I want to be able to do stuff like that, which will bring another problem, is internet, because I don't have internet signal out here in the barn, and we don't have cell service right here. So what I'll end up having to do is get some kind of a Wi-Fi extender so I can hook up with the internet that's already in the house. And the house ain't that far away. It's just, for some reason, when you get through these cinder block walls, the internet just dissipates. It just disappears. So yeah, I need to work on that. So, but that's a project that's going to be a project for warmer weather. But right now, I want to show you what I'm going to do prepping for getting this new tractor, and also this will give me like a little space garage where I can actually do work on tractors when there's nothing else going on. I can work in the dry weather and stuff, and it's going to make it a lot nicer for me. I really believe. Let me show you what's going on. Now, part of the mess, I've been doing a lot of cleaning. This was actually a lot junkier than what you see right here. And I've raked a lot of the trash and stuff that was on the floor out of here. But this is the main run of the barn. And those of you know, this is, y'all seen in the past, this is when I had my juvenile stall, where I kept the juvenile chickens when I was messing with them. I was using them in this stall right here. This was my juvenile. I used to joke about calling my juvenile detention center. I got no chickens. That's what it's going to continue to be later on. As we're raising chickens, I'll use that for keeping juveniles in the future. That will be one animal that's in here. But over here on this other side, this was some animal stalls. Lastly, it was used for goats. You can see I put a bunch of chicken wire up here because the goats there's a manger right below the other side of the wall where the goats would jump up on the manger and jump over the wall to get out. And, I had a little rail fence. I don't know if I got any video of it or not, but I had a little rail fence right here that I used so I could keep the animals to go in through that door, and that way I was able to still use the main part of the barn without them getting out on the other side. Well, I took that down the other day when I was cleaning all throughout what's going on here, and so in here is going to be my next little story. Like I said, I need to take this wall and this manger scene out. Anybody want any chairs? I have those on Facebook. I'll sell them to you really, really cheap. They're not bad shape. They need a little bit of repair. Somebody knows what they're doing. A little paint job, maybe a little mess around with the weaves there a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to take out that manger, take out the wall, find a new place for the lawnmower and the rototiller. And what I'm going to do eventually is one of the things I want to do when I get to set up where I can pull the tractors in here, because what I'm also going to have to do is I had a steer to knock this stuff down one time. Actually, I think it was the bull to knock this down, trying to get out. And I need to brace this up, but I also need to remember I'm going to need room to pull tractors in here, so something's going to have to go. I think I'm going to leave this one off. This was pretty much just a gate post anyway, but see, this post here is coming off that main beam. I'm going to have to do something to brace it up so that it'll be fine to keep pulling up the main beam. I don't think it's really in danger of falling down because it's real close to the seal, but I think it'll be, I'd feel safer fixing that up. So I'll probably take this post out, and probably, I don't know if I'll take out this post or that post. I want to leave one of them up just to hold the main raft, make sure I hold the rafter up here. Because there's a whole other floor up above this. And, yeah. And what I want to do is set up where I can just pull the tractors right in here in this area, and I think I have enough room where I could park a couple tractors right here and still have room to do maintenance and service and stuff like that on them. I really do believe that. As for my studio, I kind of want it over on the other side over there, or you see all the tools and stuff sitting there. There's a concrete floor over there, and I think I can work with that. There's a big old work table over there. I don't know. I might take it out. I might leave it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But there's a whole big junk pile over there I'm going to have to clean out. And like I said, that's a project for another day. But right now, I think my focus is going to be on getting this set up so I can get tractors and stuff pulled in here. I think this might take a little while. Why don't we try to speed this up just a little bit? Can't find my knife. In the wrong pocket. Okay, speed it up again. There, that's better. I actually bought these yesterday at Lowe's. Ooh. It's called Hand of Crew. Pretty warm, comfortable. I like them. Bear with me, I know it's dark in here. That's something else I need to work on is lighting in here, but we're down to the manger level now. And it's hard to tell how many years of junk is laying in there. But got a nice little pile going right here. But this old man needs to take a break for a few minutes, so I'm going to go inside the house, warm up for a few minutes. And depending on how I feel in 15, 20 minutes, I might come back out here. And I might sit in there for a while. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I definitely need a break. Okay, guys. So I didn't actually get to come right back out after I said I was going to take my break. Grandkids ended up coming down. You know, our daughter's a nurse, and she was going to have to stay at the hospital last night so she'd be able to get to work this morning because the roads were getting so nasty. And I ended up not going to work this morning because it's just so much ice out there. We're under a complete state of emergency right now because of the ice. And if you look outside, it don't look that bad per se. But underneath that little skiff of snow is ice. And it didn't really hang to the trees, but it stayed on the ground. I guess rain froze after it hit the ground. And when you go walking through the yard, you can hear the ice kind of shattering and stuff a little bit. And like at the bottom of the driveway, I noticed this morning there was like 3 inches of ice down there. So I chose not to go to work. A lot of people chose not to go to work today. On top of that, half the plant didn't even have power restored. So it ended up not being such a big deal after all. So we'll just end up having to work the weekend to make up for today. So it won't be that bad. So, but let's take a look at what we got here. So I guess my next step is I'm going to have to disassemble this manger. I almost wish I could just leave it together and just kind of put it over in the corner in case somebody would need it later. But the way it's made, I think it was made to stay there. So it looks to me like it's even connected to a post right here. So yeah, it's just going to have to be completely disassembled, I guess, and go that route. So hopefully we won't ever need it again, but I need this out of here. So, because this is a nice wide enough spot I can bring the tractors in, minus the light right there that don't even work. But I might end up having to take that light out just so I don't have to worry about busting a bulb or whatever coming in there with making this move tractor, because we don't really have a high ceiling right here. It's only about 7 foot. So, because I'm 5'9", and as you can see, I can touch the rafters flat-footed. So, yeah, it's about 7 foot ceiling. Well, this manger ain't getting disassembled by itself. Now, let's look at all that old hay and stuff laying there. And yes, there's an egg there. We had chickens in here for a short time. That's actually just egg shell. Something just ate the egg. But, yeah, I don't know how long all that hay and stuff been there. We had goats stuff in here. They bad about trotting on stuff like this, packing it down. We had steers in here for a while. There's been all kinds of stuff in and out using this manger. I don't know how old the manger is. I think my wife's great-grandfather probably built it. So, it's super old. Yeah. So, I guess I need to clean all that out. Probably before I go any further. Yeah, I didn't show it, but all that hay just rolled out there. It's like one great big old giant log. And it took me a little while to get it cleaned up. I, hauled it out of there between with the pitchfork and snow shovel there, best I could. And it was a little bit of a mess, but I got it. So, still need to finish tearing the rest of this stuff out here. So, got quite a bit of cinder blocks here. It looks like reusable cinder blocks. Might need that for something in the future. Man, look at this snow come down. Man, it is beautiful. Coming down pretty heavy. I don't know how good the camera's catching it, but I mean, it is coming down pretty heavy. Look at that. Beautiful sight. Very beautiful sight. That's why I love living in West Virginia. I don't like the icy roads, but I love the look of a nice fresh snow. Boy, that's beautiful. I noticed all the chickens went in the coop. They don't want to be out here in this at all, do they? I don't blame them, but I tell you, it is a beautiful sight, seeing all that snow. Alright, so I got that wall tore out. I'm going to kind of stop with that for today, and tomorrow after I get home from work, hopefully I get to go to work tomorrow, I'll work on finding a place to kind of store these boards somewhere. I want to keep these. Most of them are reusable. I got some possible projects coming up soon. I might actually be able to reuse a lot of these. So, stuff like this, you always want to keep hold of because you never know when you're going to need lumber. And lumber, I don't know how many of you's been to Lowe's here lately, but lumber is not cheap. Not cheap at all. So, but that's pretty much where I'm going to stop at for today. Here this is Monday afternoon, and this is recorded for a video that'll come out Friday, so I'm probably going to go ahead and edit it this evening. And the way YouTube's set up, I can set it up and go ahead and download it, and YouTube just won't release it until I choose to release it, which I can put a set time, which I can make it for a certain time on whatever day I want to, and I'm probably going to make it for Friday. But I doubt I'll get it totally edited tonight, but over the next couple of days, give me time to do it. So I'm going to go inside, fix some supper, play with the grandkids a little bit, and I don't know. Might find a good movie to watch or something. So until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.